Hey, nice colours. See them? Many thanks, Mrs H, and welcome, you good folk, to the midweek shave, to Wednesday. And I hope you're going to have a great day. If you're watching this in the evening, I hope you had a great day. And good health and all that stuff. Right, couple of new products I'm using in this shave today. So, what are we using? Well, I'll tell you now. The razor is a special from Global Shave. Sheldon, part of the Tribute series, comes in a lovely, I like this, tin. It's a Replitech safety razor, and if I'm correct, it's a replica of the Gillette ball end tech. And then in this, you get this cloth. It's a first production run, I don't know if you can see that, can you? Of 500 razors, collector's edition. And that's a certificate of authenticity in the bottom there. Then these cloths, good idea that. And then the razor comes in a little bag like that, all separate, you know, handle and in 3 pieces. And this is it itself. There it is. The Replitech. Very nice. And I've got the original. This is the Gillette ball end tech. And same length, handles almost, well, not identical, but the shape is. The heads, if you look like that, the original here is slightly thicker head, as you can see, and I think the replica is slightly wider, flatter, if that makes sense, but otherwise much the same. Even underneath you can see this is the Replitech, I can't say that, and this is the ball end tech. So we'll see how they shave. There is a slight, if I can hold it for you to see, hang on a minute, yeah, oh, roughly, no, it is roughly the same. So, shave cream or shave butter, very kindly sent from Chris Bedwell, a colleague of mine and friend who we always meet in Tesco, and he sent me this, Dr. Carver's Easy Shave Butter. Now, delightful shaving. So I think by looking at it, it just says apply butter generously onto the shaveable area. Shave and then rinse. So it could be a brushless. However, talking to Alistair, good friend of mine, and he said, why don't you try applying by the hand, one side, shave, and then apply with a brush, the other side, and then carry on with a brush or whatever you prefer. Good idea. So I'm going to apply one half by hand. I'm going to put the other bit in here and apply with a brush. I've missed the brush, but we'll see how it does. Okay, Shaverboy Blade, that comes with these Global Shave razors. I'm going to use this as second use for this one. I was quite impressed with it. Good blade. I think that's the packet. So they look like Shaverboy. 3-piece non-adjustable razor. Feels a good weight. Hang on a minute, let's do it properly. Yeah, so it's heavier. The Global Shave, the Replitech, is heavier than the original. So it's solid, beautiful. Okay. Place this on. There's some nice corners, if you can see them, which hold the blade in nicely, if you can see that. It's just a blur to me, so I'm just hoping you can see it. And then this goes on top, and then we screw down. Well, we've had a wet all day yesterday evening, and meant to be rough today as well, so we'll see. But very slight, yeah, well, there is overhang yet to be aware of. So if you can see, A bit more than very slight, but it's okay. Right, let's just rinse the face. So how's it going? Don't want it too wet. I'm not sure how this cream's going to be. So we'll apply. Don't know if that's too much, too little, or too late. Ah, so it is quite it's a see-through. Yeah. It does say on it actually it's a excuse me, transparent, so it's yeah, so it's not a lather. They feel very, very slick, very moist. We'll see how it does, but it's nice to try. Thanks Chris, very kind of you. As I say, this type, well for me, I don't know, everybody's different, but very, very slick. You can see. But, this type of shave cream, shave butter, is good for quick shaves, in the week shave, work shaves, travel shaves. Personally, I prefer the old brush and soap lather. You know you've done it then. We'll heat the new razor up. Exciting stuff this, and see how it's so you can see the shave now. Looks like I got nothing on my face, lather wise I mean. Here we go. Now it feels weird not seeing any lather, but wow, very slick. Nice centre. That's very slick. Can you see? Sorry. No, I'm not sure. How this will, it's so slick. I'm not sure how it'll go on a brush actually, to be fair. But we'll try it. So that's half. And it's effortless. And I don't know if you can see that. What it does, it forms, not like a gel, but it's all the whiskers form in a clump and then fall off, as it did then and hit my shirt. So it's good, really. Very slick. So what I'm going to do now, I've just thought of this now. I'm going to use the original with this blade on this side so I can compare aggression and see if they are, and see if that's replicated. It's something different, isn't it? So it's 1 of 500 first production collector's edition. So it's quite exciting stuff. It arrived unannounced because I had the package and I thought, I'm not expecting nothing, and there it was. So this is the original now. We'll heat that up. I'm going to put some of this in the bowl, and then the brush, I'm going to use the Bishop. and see how it does. It's not going to lather, but I'm just going to apply it. Hang on, let's just... No, I don't think it'll work. Yeah, so it's like a sort of texture. Yeah, so it's a brushless, latherless again. But it is like butter, to be fair. It's you can't. It's transparent, so it's not ideal for shaving videos really. But it is ideal if you're on the run, baby. If you're in the rush. Very slick, lovely scent. Can't put my finger on the scent. But as I keep saying, as many of you as well, you can't beat the old creating a lather and soap, and that's shaving. It's part of it, isn't it? It's not just about in, shave and out. In the week it might be, but anyway, we're trying them. It's a gift, so many thanks. And if they work, it's fantastic. Gillette Ball and Tech Original. Wow, very similar in aggression. Well done, Sheldon. Wow, this blade is lovely. See how it collects like normal, but it's when I felt this cream, it's so slick. One of those, I thought, is it going to gunk up the razor? And maybe the brush. Which you could do, because you're not meant to. See that? Can you see that? Disgusting really, but that's the whiskers. Where are you? There. In a clump. Clever? No irritation. How am I called there? So very similar in aggression, very similar, much the same, except the original Gillette is lighter in weight, and that's it. It's got a heavier handle. The new one's got a heavier handle, or the Replitech's got a heavier handle. So we'll take that apart, leave it apart now because I'm going to wash it after, and we'll go back to the Replitech. Put the blade back in. Hope you don't mind me doing this. It's just, hopefully it's interesting for you to know that, you know, comparing it to an original. I like to do that. There we go. That's it, so it's back. Shaverboy. So, now this is going to look absolutely ridiculous because somebody's just watching this with no sound. They're going to think, well, he's gone mad, this fella, there's nothing on the brush. But if I do this, so it's like a sort of, it's a cross between a cream and a gel. And I've got to say, it's one of the slickest ones I've ever used, actually. Wow. No irritation, so there's nothing in it that disagrees with me so far. You must, it's so slick you have to rinse your hands. Nice colours them, aren't they? Okay, tomatoes have exploded, got loads on there now, much more than I thought I'd have. Second pass now, we've tried it 2 ways. Second pass. Very nice. I've got to be aware now of the sort of under the nose, this bit here, under the nose there. Oh, Mrs. H coughing there. I have caught that. Now, good shave. The downside to this, if I have to pick, is its transparency. Because if you stop and do something or whatever, you take your mind off, you'll forget where you've shaved. But it's not so bad for me. But it's very slick. Does the job. As them crows agree outside. I tell you what I've heard the last few mornings about 4:30. I'm getting up, it doesn't bother me. Seagulls. They go to a house just a few houses away and they start and I think, oh, these poor people, I don't know if it wakes them up, because I'm getting up, you see, but for work then. Wow, you can't argue with that. Excellent. Just try some water on it. Oh yeah. You put some of this on the road, you're in a spin, baby. Very, very slick. So if you're in for the market for, if this is your sort of thing, the brushless or whatever, or if you just want to slap it on, fantastic stuff. Really recommend that. But you have to keep your hands clean. Right, just gonna because some people, when I use this type of thing, they think, oh, you're not changing, are you? You're not gonna... No. This was a gift, you see, so from Chris, and he wouldn't have sent it if he didn't think it was any good. Well, I presume you've tried it, Chris, unless you're waiting for me to try it. But it's excellent in slickness. But I do miss my brush. But no problem, it does the job. Right, yeah, you can see a bit there. And it does rinse off the hands, it's not, doesn't stick. Dr. Carver's shave butter. Never heard of it before. Against the growth. Global shave. Replitech. You could play a good trick with this. You say to your wife or partner, hey, I don't need any shaving cream to shave, watch this, and just put some of this, because it doesn't look like you got anything. I put a much requested video up on Sunday of my Sunday dinner. So Somebody said, you always go on about your Sunday dinner, could you do a video? So I did, a short one on my other channel. I'll put a link to it at the end of this video, on the end screens, if anybody's interested. It's only about 5 minutes long, I think. Nice blade. Shaverboy. I can't see these for sale. I don't know if they are for sale or if they're unique to a certain area in the States or Canada or whatever. Or unique to Global Shave. Are they your, I don't know, are they your blade? They're really nice. Handles very well. It's got a nice diamond knurling grip here. Good weight. Balance is there. And that's the end. You can see that. So it's a nice, nice job. Some very minor differences between this and the original. But aggression, very much the same, almost identical for me in this shave. This is the slickest invisible shave cream I've ever used. Right, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Hear the crow. Pickup time, baby. Dr. Carver. Not a good name for a shave thing, is it? Carver. Something you hope doesn't happen. So you don't need a lot. So I have to admit, even though you can't see it, it's one of the slickest protective brushless creams I've used. And when you first put it on your hands, I think, you know, is this going to be a gunky one? It's going to clog everything up. But no, because this razor, it's I'd say it's, for me, it's a sort of mild to mid aggression, but it depends, you know, your mileage may vary, as they say. So here we go, pickup time, baby. Wow, it's slick. Do you know what it reminds me of? Slickness as the macaroot, that depth of slickness, but it's just not very good for video because you can't see it. It is a transparent cream. Personally, I'm not keen on that part of it. As it says on there, it's transparent to get a better shave. In my head, I think you need to see where it is and where you've shaved, really. But they must have a reason for saying that. I could go over and over this, and it's not even touching this. You know, it's good glide, good slickness, protection. Even when you add water. Yeah. done. Wow. Fantastic. Happy with the results. Okay, we're gonna just wet the face. I'll use the alum today. Right, it's so slick. It's still there. Right. Alum, come on Alum. Hello Alum, yes Alum. Come on Paul. Can't feel a thing, wow. Because normally you might get a bit of sting, but nothing. Fantastic, right. Then we'll have a cold water rinse then. So that's it as it looks. Lovely. Can't beat it. Okay, right, I was sent this aftershave as part of a few things a long time ago. And it's Bohemia Cosmetics BC Aftershave Moon and Man. You see the moon in the background there, if you can see through the glass. So we'll see. It smells quite nice, so we'll see what it's like. Oh, that's nice. That's different. It's sort of an old-fashioned scent, but one I've not, doesn't register with anything else. There's no reminders. I think it's one of these sporty scents, you know, these sort of aqua type thing. That's nice. Not a strong scent, quite pleasant. Don't think I've tried that. I think I've sniffed it off a bit when I first got it, but I can't. Moon and Man. Very nice. And then we're going to put the moisture back in with Boots Essentials Moisturizing Cream. It's quite good stuff, this. Quite Nivea-ish. Don't need a lot really, because there's some good, very good slickness in that shave. Butter. So no panicking to those that enjoy, well, I'm one of them, traditional brush, soap, lathering. It's all part of it for me as well. I'm just trying this as a gift. Some people send me them because, you know, it's nice to, for videos especially, it's nice to have different things because it's handy to know for some people, as I say, that are working away, or, you know, they just want a quick shave for work in the week, slap it on. Excellent slickness and glide, one of the best shaving cream or butter I've ever used for slickness. Downside for me is you're not using a brush. That's the first. Second one, it's transparent, you can't see it. Only two downsides. But it works and its scent is good. So thank you, Chris. Nice to try these things. And another thing is handy, I'm trying this now, you might say, you can't see it, not for me, thanks. You know, so you got to be looking to these things. But it does its job, really nice, that's lovely. Go on, I'll get the old hand on there. Okie doke, so what do you think? Children, is it Gillette? Global Shave Club, Replitech. First production run of 500. Collector's edition. There's no number on this, is there? There may be that I've missed, or maybe not. That'd be nice, 1 to 5, but I suppose it cost, you know, to have them stamped maybe, I don't know. Anyway, 3-piece non-adjustable. Aggression is almost identical to the Gillette Ball and Tech. It looks the same, just a few differences as you could see earlier. This head is slightly flatter, and you'd think that would make a difference to the shave, but it doesn't. It shaves very much the same. So works really well, feels good. It's heavier than the original, and it's very nice. Enjoyed it. Many thanks. Blade, Shaverboy, second use. Love the blade. It works really well. It was a nice surprise because I wasn't sure using how it would be, but it works well. We sort of used the Bishop, but not. And this false horn or faux smooth shave ball, or I use it as a shave ball. We've used the Dr. Carver's Easy Shave Butter formula NR, oh, I don't know what that is, for effortless, delightful shavings. Yeah, so as I say, good stuff. It's just 2 downsides for me personally: no brush, and you can't see it. But it's no problem for me either, because I know what it's like getting on a bike. You do the same thing, don't you? But yeah, really nice. Thanks, Chris. Then we used water. Then we used alum. Then we used the aftershave Moon and Man. Very nice difference, like an aquatonic type scent for me. A sporty scent. And then the Essentials Moisturizing Cream from Boots. And at the end of the day, I'm shaved with no problems. So it's done its job. Sunday, we're back to the old-fashioned way, baby. I'm not sure what I'll use. We're going to have a relaxing, easy one, I think. Yeah. So until then, have some great shaves. Thanks for all your support again on the comments and watching the videos. Much appreciated. My mother's doing okay. Thanks very much for asking. There's a few asking the thing in the comments, and she's doing okay. She has ups and down days, but mostly ups, thankfully. And that's it. So I'll see you on Sunday for the weekend shave. Have some great shaves. Stay happy if you can, and all the best. See you Sunday. Take care.